for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. And the Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning on this Wednesday. Happy hump day. And you'll notice that Ethan got a lot cuter overnight. I know, right? Thank you, Diana Tyndall. She's been a guest on this show before, so I am thrilled to have her back this morning because I needed a pinch hitter because Ethan is headed to the hurricane zone. So glad that you are here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I know, right? It takes a natural disaster, but I'm
bring
glad
us
you're
together.
Here. Right? Seriously. All right. Well, we'll begin with some news. A new alliance between 4 institutions will try to strengthen the workforce for healthcare workers in our area. Cox Health, Missouri State University, Ozarks Technical Community College, and Springfield Public Schools are all joining forces. Under the agreement, Cox College will be replaced and instead transition its bachelor's, master's, and doctoral program students to MSU and its associate programs to OTC. Also, high school students who participate can get certificates and associate degrees and go right to work if they want, or onto college and get higher degrees if needed.
Very neat. Well, the nonprofit The Kitchen just opened a new 44-unit development for senior age veterans and the homeless. It's located in West Central Springfield. The affordable housing complex is called Maplewood Villas, and it's available for folks age 55 and over. So if you're in that demographic, good for you. Tenants pay rent based on their income, which also includes a case manager to help people get back on their feet.
Yeah, that's cool. We know that this was needed in Springfield. There's a large homeless population and there was a need for affordable housing. So hats off to the kitchen.
Still is, I feel like.
Yes.
Still so many needs. Yep.
All right, Springfield folks, your utility bill is getting ready to go up every month for the next 3 years, likely. City Utilities is rolling out rate increases starting in the new year of 4.8% in the first year, and then 4%, and then 3.9%, like as a part of a tiered system. The increases must first be approved by Springfield City Council, though. CU says the increases are due to inflation, of course, and thus higher operating cost. It's expected to cost most people about $15 per month extra on average for residential customers.
Oh, I feel like that's going to be a big impact on a lot of people who maybe are barely making, they're the people that probably have to go by and pay cash every week for their utility bill or, yeah. Man, that breaks my heart a little bit, but hopefully there's some sort of assistance program with that.
Yeah. And I mean, I think they still do the fixed rate thing. Like once you get adjusted, then doing the fixed rate. But I know it feels like bad timing, but if you think about it, every single thing is costing more. Right. And obviously that would include us buying power to be used. Yeah. So I know it's been a while since they've done it too. I think it's been a decade. Perhaps.
Oh, we'll see. Okay. I don't feel as mad about that.
Yes. I know. It just stinks because it's hard already with everything all at once. But
agreed.
All right. Well, speaking of city utilities, good on them. They are keeping all eyes on the Gulf Coast and even staging beforehand before the Hurricane Idalia approaches Florida. It yesterday got upgraded to a hurricane. So anyway, Springfield linemen are in line to help out. CU is part of a mutual aid agreement that sends linemen to heavily impacted areas when they are needed. And you might remember that just a few weeks ago, we had crews from out of state here when we had all the power outages because of the bad storms.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's good. They're
neighbor helping neighbor. Yes.
Yep. Okay. So I guess it's my turn. Sorry.
That's you.
I'm halfway paying attention.
I do it all the time. It's fine.
All right. Well, some Walmart stores in Arkansas will soon see a new testing and treatment program inside the store pharmacies. Patients who have respiratory systems can go in, get tested, and prescribed medicine if needed on the same day in the same location, 7 days a week. They'll have strep throat and flu and COVID tests on site, and you will get your results back in 30 minutes. How cool is that? No appointment
that's pretty
needed
impressive.
For now, the program is only available at select stores. See store for details, right? At Walmart test sites as they are testing this new service. So
yeah. And it's not in Missouri yet either. So we'll see if it works out in Arkansas, their headquarters down there in Bentonville. So pretty cool though.
Okay.
Very
well,
convenient.
Sam's Club. Yeah. Speaking of, Sam Walton, Sam's Club is planning a big investment in Oklahoma City. They're spending $40 million to open a huge distribution center there. So it should open early next year. Does this mean we're going to get that many more cool things at Sam's Club? Because I already spend way too much at Sam's Club.
So do I, but this is what happens. Do you ever, I don't know if this happens to you, but we will get onto something at Sam's and love it. And then it like goes out, like then they don't carry it anymore. Has that ever happened to you?
Not that I can remember, but I just walk in.
Several food items. I'm like,
really?
Robert, we just got addicted to that great food item and now it's gone.
No, I walk in and I see all the unnecessary things that I need, like all the Chiefs merchandise of like, oh, we need a lawn chair. We already have 20 million lawn chairs. We need a Chiefs one. It's ridiculous. Anyways, speaking of other big, cool stores, Bass Pro Shops is expanding in Colorado. Store number 6 in the state will open in Loveland, Colorado. Or Loveland. I don't know how you say that, but Loveland or Loveland. And of course, the store will target hunters who hunt and fish in the mountains and high plains of the West. And it is set to open in 2025.
That's cool. Go Bass Pro, go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you like those little slider hamburgers like I do, you might have a new spot to go to. A Louisiana franchise is considering a restaurant in Springfield called Smalls Sliders.
Aww.
And it's likely opening 6 locations between Missouri and Arkansas. It's known for its slider burgers, waffle fries, and milkshakes. Yes, please.
Yeah. Well, we have enough burger places and milkshake places, but I'll be there
but
too.
They're small. And so you feel a little bit better about life.
They're like, RV size. Yeah.
Also, that's what White Castle. Are you a White Castle fan? Ethan and I have had this discussion. He grew up with White. I feel like it's nostalgia for him.
I think you're right.
Food.
No, I would not say I would drive 30 miles out of my way to go to a White Castle. No, not going to do that. I would do that for other restaurants though, for sure.
But would you drive 3 miles out of your way for a White Castle?
Sure. Yeah.
Really?
Maybe. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't?
I mean, I think it's fine. I don't hate it. But when we're driving to see his folks in St. Louis, he's like, we have to build in time to go to White Castle. And he gets really serious about it. And he's not messing around. And I ate White Castle. And I'm like, it's fine.
I feel like he's the guy that should have a bumper sticker on his car that says, I brake for White Castles. Like I brake for garage sales.
Yeah. I wish I had my water bottle in here. If I had my water bottle in here, I would show you the stickers, the ridiculous stickers that he got at Wally's. Which is similar to Buc-ee's.
I've heard you guys talk about this.
Okay. Yes. So he has the bumper stickers that you're speaking of. They're not on our car, but they are on my water bottle. And one of them says like, Wallelujah.
I thought you were going to say he found one that said, I brake for White Castle.
Yeah, no, there might be one. He bought like a little stack of them and was like giving them to the girls and me and like putting them on this like board thing that he has out in the garage. I don't know. He gets on something and I feel like he would be a great marketer. If you ever need someone to market something, just make sure he believes in the product because you've got to believe in it
because you get all these
you will be sold
free endorsements from Ethan.
Oh man. Awesome. All right. We want to end with this. Congratulations are in order for our 2 winners from our Kansas City Chiefs tickets giveaway. So they've already gone to the game and it was a good one to go to because the Chiefs won. So Gerald from Sparta and Andy from Springfield, they got 2 tickets each for watching Around the Ozarks in 5 and entering the contest. Yes. So very cool for them. We're excited. And then also make sure you're on the lookout for the rest of football season because we'll do it again. So
yeah, we were just there. We were at the Chiefs preseason game. It was so fun.
Were you?
Yeah. Chiefs Kingdom. I mean, nothing gets you hyped up like being in the Chiefs stadium. I'm telling you.
I've been once and it was awesome. Like the atmosphere was awesome, but it was freezing cold, like the kind of cold where it's hard to actually pay attention to anything else because you're just wondering if your toes are going to fall off. That's what it felt like that day. So I need to go back when it's not so harsh.
Yeah. No, we go when it's only hot.
Yeah, that's good.
Quite the contrast.
I mean, I grew up in Oklahoma, so I did not have a professional football team to cheer for. I actually grew up in Oklahoma before Thunder was there, the basketball team as well. So I need to learn and love professional sports because I am a huge fan of college sports.
Yeah. And you appreciate athleticism. I mean, from an athlete yourself.
Yes, so, I do. Cool. I love it. But yeah, I mean, I live in Chiefs Kingdom. Like it's time to join and buy the lawn chair. Buy the lawn chair, do the thing, you know?
I know where to find them.
I'm sure you do. And I know where to find them. Your garage, because you bought too many.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And yes, everybody will be watching Florida Gulf Coast area. So stay tuned for that. And we'll keep you updated tomorrow morning.
Yes.
All right.
Happy Wednesday.
Yes. Have a good one.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday. We have made it to the middle of the week already, and we have some really nice weather to enjoy. So we're going to hop right in this morning. You probably are enjoying the temperature out the door early on. Things are feeling nice across the region. We have temperatures starting out in the 50s and 60s, and that's going to be the case for the next couple of mornings. So really, it's these morning hours, the evening hours. You can get outside. I know evening walks are resuming. Neighborhoods have been full in the evenings because it's finally tolerable compared to last week. I have a gradual warm up in the forecast, but really not for a couple of days. So enjoy the fantastic weather conditions that I have ahead for you. How about mid 80s for Wednesday? Tomorrow will be even cooler. We have sunshine in the forecast today, nothing but sunshine, and these low temperatures are just phenomenal. Dare I say it, almost chilly in the morning. Jacket weather, maybe, for those of you that are sensitive to it. The breeze is not bad, though, so we're not talking wind chill or anything like that, but 50s for starting time temperatures. It is so fantastic. And in fact, on Thursday, I think there will be a couple places that see highs in the 70s. Wow, it is going to be so nice today, tomorrow. Take advantage of it because the heat, it returns as we get closer to the weekend. I have us warming up for the holiday weekend. Once again, temperatures will be back into the 90s. So yeah, you might want to get your outdoor stuff done today and tomorrow. I have dry conditions though for the holiday weekend. So that's good news for a lot of you. Everybody in the Ozarks likes to get out, enjoy themselves, and we are still talking temperatures in the mid 80s for most of the area. Some headlines around the country. Of course, everyone focusing on Idalia, and that storm expected to make landfall this morning in a couple of hours, in fact, as a Category 3. So you're going to see that in national headlines. We have conditions that are just going to be hot, warm here for the weekend, but it's just going to be a deluge for many across the southeast. Of course, with that hurricane making landfall, we're talking storm surge being the main threat at the Big Bend of Florida. Storm surge expected 12 to 15 feet. So we're thinking of our friends down in Florida. If you have friends or family members there, make sure you're checking on them, see how we can help because, boy, I do not envy that position. You know, you don't get a whole lot of warning, less than a week warning when these things are going to make landfall. The forecast is then fine-tuned, and really you don't have much notice to get the house prepared, pack up, and get out of there if you're underneath an evacuation order. So all eyes on Florida today. We are thinking about everybody down there and certainly hoping everyone heeds the warnings because that's also a problem. Sometimes people just don't listen. They don't leave, and then they're really stuck in a bad situation. Heavy rain is then going to be impacting much of the southeastern portion of the country. This rain is going to go from Florida back through Georgia, the Carolinas, and eventually make it up the East Coast, 2 to 5 inches as soon as that gets inland, which is still a whole lot of rain. So flooding a concern with this storm, even as it becomes a post-tropical system. I expect that we are going to stay dry in the Ozarks, not just today, not just tomorrow, but really for the next several days. There are these very minimal chances for rain in the forecast. So if you do get the rain showers, consider yourself lucky because just not a lot of folks are going to see some moisture over the next couple of days. All right, here is the weather brain twister question that I left you with yesterday. What are carousels, or what were carousels originally designed for? The options were A, to force confessions from prisoners, B, to train knights, C, to make beer, or D, to help transport heavy objects. D is my personal favorite because how far could you really transport it? It had to have been really heavy and you have to move the whole carousel, so that doesn't make a ton of sense. But the answer is actually B, to train knights. I did not know this, but kids like to pick the horses on the carousels. And originally, it was a way for knights to practice their cavalry riding skills for combat. Initially, they would ride atop horses in a circle, and then the goal was to knock off the man's hat holding a stick. And that's how they would start training, make them stronger, sharpen their skills as they were preparing for war. So kind of interesting. That's what carousels were originally designed for. The brain twister question for you tomorrow. This is kind of a fun one. Any Swiss out there? In Switzerland, what is illegal to only own one of? Do you think it's illegal to only own one guinea pig? B, one tire iron? C, one butterfly? Or D, one home phone? Most of us don't have any home phones. Do you think you have to have at least two in Switzerland? Let me know what you think. You can take your guess over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. Thanks for listening this morning. I've got good news to deliver in the weather department for the next couple of days, but thank you for listening this morning. Enjoy the day. 85 degrees in the Springfield area today, even cooler tomorrow. Whole lot of sunshine. Enjoy the north breeze. If you need weather throughout the day, make sure you check out aroundtheozarks.com, and I will chat with you tomorrow morning.